Good afternoon. This is FactWire News with your afternoon update for April 9th, 2026. Just the facts, no opinion. Leading developments this afternoon. The U.S.-Iran ceasefire remains in effect on its second full day with no reported violations. Shipping trackers from Lloyd's list and Refinitiv report that 15 large crude carriers have now successfully transited the reopened Strait of Hormuz since the agreement took effect. U.S. Central Command confirmed there has been no hostile naval activity or interference with commercial shipping in the past 36 hours. Both the White House and Iranian officials stated that the ceasefire continues to hold contingent on full compliance with the reopening of the waterway and the cessation of attacks on commercial vessels. Oil prices have eased further in afternoon trading. West Texas Intermediate crude is currently at $107.90 per barrel, down more than $8 from Tuesday's peak above $116. Brent crude is trading at $109.40. The Energy Information Administration noted in its midday briefing that the potential return of up to 2.5 million barrels per day of Iranian supply is continuing to weigh on prices as tanker traffic normalizes without interruption. The two U.S. Air Force crew members from the F-15E Strike Eagle shot down over Iran on April 5th remain in stable condition at Landstuhl Regional Medical Center in Germany. Pentagon officials stated this afternoon that both pilots are expected to be released from the medical facility within the next 48 hours, pending final evaluations. The Department of Defense continues to classify all operational details of the downing and the rescue mission for security reasons. New retaliatory tariffs that took effect earlier this week are now producing measurable effects at major U.S. ports. The Department of Commerce reported that inspection times for steel, aluminum, and select electronic shipments have increased by 40% on both the east and west coasts. Several major manufacturers have issued statements indicating they are adjusting supply chain forecasts and absorbing the higher duties. Futures on the Dow Jones Industrial Average are showing a modest gain of 0.5% in afternoon trading, as markets monitor the combined effects of the ceasefire and the tariff implementation. NASA has confirmed that the Artemis II uncrewed mission remains fully on schedule for its planned launch later this month. The Orion spacecraft has completed final fueling preparations at Kennedy Space Center and is being prepared for the upcoming flight around the moon. Flight controllers report all systems are performing within expected parameters following the successful thermal vacuum chamber testing. The mission will serve as the final dress rehearsal before the crewed Artemis III lunar landing attempt scheduled for next year. In additional news, the Wisconsin Supreme Court heard arguments this morning in the case involving state legislative district maps. Court officials confirmed the hearing proceeded as planned with no changes to the docket. Separately, the Transportation Security Administration reported that Easter weekend travel volumes have now concluded with record numbers. More than 2.8 million passengers screened at U.S. airports on Friday alone. That concludes today's afternoon update for April 9th, 2026. For the latest developments this evening, check back for the evening update. All information sourced from Reuters, the Associated Press, the White House, Pentagon, Department of Commerce, Energy Information Administration, NASA, and Lloyd's list. FactWire News, just the facts, no opinion.